Meanwhile, keeping track of media deals that come and go, seemingly settled and then unsettled, and now on to Sinclair and Tribune and what could happen. Charlie Gasparino, what do you have?
Well, it looks like there's a new obstacle in this Sinclair bid to buy Tribune. Essentially, it looks like Tribune is at least considering dropping out of the deal itself after the FCC basically gave it a no vote of confidence. Wow. It gets pushed to an administrative judge, which is a very heavy lift after the FCC weighs in. So I think what Sinclair has is yet another problem. It has the FCC basically saying they don't like the deal.
Isn't that unusual?
Which part?
Yeah, the FCC kind of torpedoing this.
That's a little bit unusual, considering the fact that they were given
who runs it.
Yeah, and right, because Sinclair's been so positive to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, this is the FCC of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has just applauded their coverage like crazy, and that's very unusual. But this is now getting to the point where it looks like Tribune is having second thoughts about staying in the deal. Wow. And it was very interesting yesterday. We reported that Tribune was weighing dropping out. They actually put out a statement right after we reported that said, yes, we are considering it. We're weighing all our options. What was interesting is they did not run that statement by Sinclair, we understand. The Tribune did it separately.
That's weird.
It shows there's divergence, or some degree of divergence between the two companies, some sort of separation. So they may not drop out in the end. They may wing it here, but it looks like this deal, if you're reading the tea leaves, this deal is starting to fall apart now, not just from the government standpoint, but inside the company. Now, again, Sinclair may pull a rabbit out of its hat. The CEO of Sinclair, David Smith, came out with a new proposal for the FCC, what some people would say, a more aggressive divestiture of those certain stations he needed to sell in order to make the deal work.
Who needs who more?
That's a great question. I don't know. Tribune is apparently, listen, it's selling for a reason. It has an issue with its business model, right? So they're selling. They're selling it.
Sinclair needs a platform, a larger platform.
Sinclair wants to grow and compete against us,
right?
Fox News and Fox Business. More on the Fox News side because they do local programming with national conservative commentary that is piped through it. So it would be more Fox News. That you can make the case that both need each other. Tribune is not from what I understand, has heavy levels of debt. It's not. Sinclair paid up for it. There wasn't like it was a huge bidding war for these properties, but Sinclair on the other end, they want to grow. So I think it's they both need each other. But the fact that Tribune is even thinking about bowing out, and I'm not saying they are. They may roll the dice with this thing, but the fact that they're thinking about it shows the uphill battle regulatory-wise. Because this now will go before an administrative court judge, and again, if the FCC is weighing in saying we don't like it, often the administrative court judge rules with the FCC.
Do you mind if I veer off subject for a second here? But this report now in the New York Times that Michael Cohen secretly recorded Donald Trump talking about paying off this Playboy model. Now, I noticed that I think we're up in, don't hold me to the exact numbers, about 80 points. We cut that by, in half and then by 3/4. And I'm wondering what this does to the so-called uncertainty aspect that Wall Street typically abhors.
Well, Rudy Giuliani, who's, I like Mr. Mayor a lot. He's Donald Trump's lawyer on these matters. Came out and said this exonerates Trump because it shows that he's just asking him to do something, and he said something like Trump said in the recording, "Pay by check," so there's a record and everything. I mean, it seemed like.
By the way, as long as campaign funds weren't Giuliani's always argued it's not an issue.
Right. And that's what he's arguing. I would just say one thing. This shows that as late as like 2016, that Michael Cohen wasn't the loyal bodyguard for Donald Trump if he's secretly recording him. It just shows that if he's got this is where I'm starting to think he might have a lot more on him in terms of recordings and
someone
notes.
Leaked this out, if it's even true. But if it is true, you're saying where there's smoke, there's potential.
Well, maybe there's other stuff. And I would say this, and here's the difference between Mueller's office. This case generally is with the Southern District. Mueller's office is the special counsel, right? Mueller's office doesn't leak. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District leaks a lot. I'm just saying that, if this thing starts heating up in a major way, all this stuff is going to come out. I mean, the U.S. Attorneys for the Southern District is a sieve to the New York Times a lot. I mean, everybody knows it. They deal with the press a lot.
Are you getting any sense when this is wrapped up, or at least a report is made?
Everybody says October.
Yeah.
That's the
but before the midterms.
Before the midterms, sometime in October. And I mean, we'll see what he's got. I'll tell you though, I've never seen this before. After, it was hard for me to believe that Donald Trump actively colluded with the Russians. It was just hard for me, even though there's sprinkles of evidence here and there. Don Jr. meeting with some Russian and this and that. When I saw that performance he did with, and that's probably the best way you can put it, with Putin, it made me think that, you just can't walk away from not thinking, is there something there? That doesn't mean there is something there. And I'm not the only one. I mean, conservatives I talk to now are like, maybe he's got something.
But a lot have called me on the carpet for this and saying that, well, Neil, you have to understand, it's routine for the president to really get nasty either behind someone's back or when they're not with them. Angela Merkel, Theresa May, Vladimir Putin, and to be very different with them one-on-one. But I don't remember him criticizing Vladimir Putin either when he wasn't near him or when he was with him.
Some people,
it does.
I think some of Trump's rabid followers want, they just want propaganda out of you and me and people here. They just want total positive. You got to call as you see it. That was a bad performance, and just human nature makes you think, why?
People admit it. I think the very fact that he pivoted a little bit shows that he knows that he's just not going to say that. Right?
Well, I'm just telling you that. I'm not saying they have anything on him. Yeah. Maybe it's simple as that in the future he wants to do business in Russia. But human nature says, why do you kiss up to a guy like that blatantly, unless you want something, he has something? And I'll tell you, that makes me think Mueller's got something. I'm not saying he does.
We don't know you because you're just a country reporter.